are going live in day 36 of our Bankroll challenge. Okay, I was not expecting that to happen. And also my pulse meter doesn't work. Let me fix that. Pulse meter. Pulse meter. Okay, so pulse should now work. There we go. What else? What else? What else we need to do? Ace king. Three bet. I had something which I wanted to do, and I forgot. Oh, what's up with Matley? Why Matley did show up now? Just a second, I need to test something. Just need to run a test, so now everything is okay. I need to double click for that. 6-table view. Okay. Let me just test the Matley. What happens if I test the Matley? It doesn't work, okay. Interesting. Let's try again. Okay. So every time I need to shut it down. Okay, I see. Every time I put Matley, I need to shut it down as well. Makes sense. Okay, now we can do. Now we can do our magic. Let's go. Yeah. I would go here extremely. I would just go 2 per plus here. So I don't think it makes sense to use smaller sizes. Ace 10 was on 97. Let's go. We'll put it in check. We'll take our time, check again. He's saying he's like King 7 or something, or a weak 8. This can be so easily like hardcore overbluffed, like to the moon and back. I'm not sure I'm folding anything there, but this is a very good spot to learn. Pocket queens. I think I have 2 bright lightning. If I would need to guess, we are too bright. Huh. Just a second. I like too bright of a color we have. So if maybe 35, huh? I'm really not used to play versus cold 4 bets, so I'm actually gonna review this. He's saying here he has literally aces or kings. No, he just said he is aces or ace-x bluff. That's what he's saying. So now even ace-x bluff gets there. And now it's a bad beat jackpot opportunity. No, it's not, right? No, it's not. There's no bad beat jackpot opportunity. Unless another queen comes. Is he shoving ace-x bluff here? That's the question. Is he shoving ace-x bluff here? He can have ace-king suited, like 3 combos, and then 3 combos of aces. And I need to be good here. Yeah. We will look into aces a lot here. It's just the question if he ever plays ace-king suited like this. And pot odds are really good. We'll look into aces a lot. If I would have 2 minutes, I could solve this spot better. But because I didn't have 2 minutes, I did what it was maybe the best. So we're gonna make a screenshot pre-flop and on the turn. I think I had a clear fault on the turn, now thinking back, because on average people will be heavy weighted on aces and not any ace-king. I'm really disappointed now, but it's an opportunity to get better and learn. So that is just like a bigger indicator that this is really important, that you pin it down. Now, will I take advantage of this? Right? Now is the question: do I take advantage of this, or I will just keep repeating the same mistake again? Right? So my mindset should be: we should be happy that we were able to do mistake in the first place. Now it's this happiness can only last if we take action, right? If we take action. Let's take a deep breath. There was a bell. Man, this bell was not this bell. What was really annoying was that ace on the turn, man. That ace on the turn was really annoying. Honestly, like the spot could be so easy because 95% of turns would just not cause this emotional trauma we have, you know. Ghost and stuff. 777, welcome in the stream. Mugen Jin. Let's fucking go. King 10, 20% on EP. Mr. Yash, thank you for good lucks and good morning. And we have a cash drop. Let's fucking go. This is big for us. I mean, King 4. It's interesting. It's very interesting. If you wanna, it's actually a hand which can go for 20 blinds here. And I like doing that. Okay. And he has a third overcaller. Yeah, he can't do much here. He can't do much. I think I can comfortably be 40 or something like this with entire range. Because how his range looks like. Like this. Let's go. Big pot coming our way. Man. Man. Then it's it. I mean, you could do wonders here. You could do wonders here. Yeah, now I think I'm not continuing. I'm either continuing with a raise or fold. And I think it's really important to have a king or a jack here instead of that 8. Because when you raise... It's not a disaster, but my hand twitched. My hand literally like twitched to the right. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? And Mr. Mugenjin, I think I have really good news for you. 83. 83. I think ace-5 suited on 83 versus 6.5. Probably folds, to be honest. I think it's like 70% defend, 60% defend. Yeah, where I left, I think I have really good news. Yesterday I was constructing a range myself, and it's not such an easy task. And then I compared it to Solver, and yeah, it was a disaster. Like how bad I actually am. I realized like how poor am I actually constructing a strategy. So yeah, I think I'm not gonna complicate anymore. It's so hard. It's so hard, and I definitely want to be surrounded with players which went over this, because it will be very hard to go over this on my own. So I actually look forward. To improve and won't complicate so much, because it's very hard to pin it down. Like as soon as you start compare yourself to Solver, it's you figure out that you're really trash. And then it's just about like, will you make a strategy which will be good enough to beat your opponents? Okay, pocket tens. There he is. One bullet wonder. I think versus min raise we should VPAP 10s here. I'm not sure if they're pure 3-bet. Let's make a screenshot. Interesting board. Yeah, I think I would play polarized approach here. So fucked up spot, man. Great turn. Yeah, again, I would now polarize around ace queen, which I didn't bet on the flop, so this hand check. And then on the river, now we're polarizing around ace jack, ace 10 and other ace axes. So now on the river, I think I would just use b25 and don't need to bluff pocket tens here. And like times are, if he didn't bet jack 10 or like jack 10 suited or I don't know, man. It's hard for them to have a bluff here. The bluffs are queen jack suited, which is not even a pure defense pre-flop. Yeah, I'm gonna analyze this because it feels like impossible spot to master. It's really hard, man. It's really hard. Oh, what I wanted to do, I wanted to add one tournament. Man, I really love where is Turny? Turny. Which tournament we play? Let's see. We have now 3.5k roll. On a 47 we'll defend. A really nice hand to check raise with. And as a question, I don't think I wanna raise around the jack versus that position. So we just go for a deuce or nothing. Okay. And now it's interesting. I think we are barreling just flush draws and not air type of hands. Again, I'm not saying this is like solver strategies. It's just like what kind of strategy I would implement myself. And here on the river, to actually have any value, I would need to check it on the turn. And I'm not sure if this guy will believe me. I guess I would play on the river like b40. And this guy will snap call me. It's like, it's no point. It's no fucking point because I wanna play with my range b40 and the guy will just snap call a jack. It's like, it's no point. It's no point, really. But again, opportunity to learn and screenshot. What am I assuming? That probably solver is playing on the flop strategy still around the jack. He doesn't want to polarize to do 6 or nothing. But for my human brain, it just doesn't make sense to do it like this. Versus 2.3, we'll do it like this. And fold. Maybe the best play with queen would be to jam flop. He has hardly any folds on the flop given that his range is very strong and probably has no folds, very rare spot anyways. Yeah. If you roll the stream back, you will see me exactly this. But then I said, look, what I have to lose if by any chance he has that ace-x bluff, right? If he has aces, I'm gonna stack him anyway. So I just play the spot. It's whatever, man, you know? In case he has 1 in a million bluff, let's let him bluff. Because aces, I assumed on a half SPR, I'm gonna stack anyway. That was my thought process. But yeah, like I said, rare spot anyways, doesn't matter so much. The range bet here. I would make a strategy around, I think still I wanna bet ace jack, king jack, jack 10. So I would bet B33 on the turn, hand with no equity whatsoever. I'm gonna check. Now he's now saying that he thinks I'm polarizing on the turn to really big bets, and I would actually bet very wide value. So I think it just all depends on perspective, right? If he thinks I have mostly air or nuts, small bet makes sense. If he thinks I have a lot of mid hands and air, then he should start betting really polarized, right? Really big. So it's matter of perspectives. Let's go, Mokenchin. Let's fucking go. I think range betting here makes sense. And on the turn, I would play approach around king queen plus, most likely. So this hand I'm gonna put in check. And on 10%, jack 10 suited against 50 blind stack. Folding. Interesting river. He shouldn't have many. This half pot. What does this half pot even mean? I think he is still 2 pairs. I need to raise here. Maybe I killed myself here. I should raise bigger as well. What he has? What is that? What just happened? What? Maybe he put me on air? Holy shit. Does this really happen? That he thought like I'm really full of shit? Might be. He might be genius. Or not. But you see, the line is very thin. Not everything what it seems stupid at first glance is stupid at first glance, you know? I think I wanna play split here. And play like b60 or check. Around king queen plus. So this hand's definitely checking. King queen on this board. We're calling there. That spot is really interesting. I prefer to bluff with some equity versus CP. And what was he saying on the turn? He has even. What was he saying he has on the turn? I think he's still betting sets like this. So we just call. I'm not gonna spend so many time banks. The second this spot I didn't have time. Like I was just like, okay, a bit value I call. I was not breaking spots so good. King 9 on 22, yeah, sure. That pocket 10, same. On the turn he was saying he has queen jack with the half pot. Queen jack plus, and then on the river he was saying I have a set or a straight. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I said I wanted to play a tournament, man. I wanted to play a tournament versus min raise 97 off. I'm not sure how to play versus min raises. I think 9-8 is almost pure defend. But this one, I don't know. Yeah, I would love to play one tournament. 100 blinds in Zodiac Oaks. $47 buy-in. Yeah, let's risk a little bit. We're anyway gonna play one tournament today only. Or I have in 40 minutes some $32 bounty hunter. These big bounties. Ace King, I think they just go I think close to pure. I don't want to spend the time back there for 4-bet, man. I need to slow down the chat timers. I think they're a little bit too fast. So let's make it from 5 to 10 minutes. Of that. Okay. Yeah, let's roll now for... Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna play this Bounty Hunters 32. I think it still makes sense, like... Or Zodiac Grand Deep Stack Tiger. What's the buy-in? 22. Okay. Mr. Hunger. Thank you for the follow. Welcome here. Probably shouldn't like range bet here. It's just such a board where it doesn't make sense. But if now they check again, I'm gonna for sure bet. 100% bet. Okay, he bets big. So now the guy is saying I have a basically Jack 10 region plus and some bluffs, right? Hahaha. The question is if I need to turn this into a bluff. Do I have any worse hand than this? Do I have any worse hand than this? I cannot think of it. So now it's either we wrap a river ace or we wrap... Yeah, I think we wrap a river ace here. That took a lot of time. And this 7-6 with 3-bet versus ISO, and this is the board. I think I'm gonna play polar here, but this is like it can so fast go from like the problem of this is when I see my hand I wanna play polar because it's a good bluff for polar, right? When I will have some other hand, right? When I have some other hand here, I will just decide to play different strategy, right? So you see how this is how this could be how could I have a human bias here? Yes, like ace queen or jack. Yeah. Interesting that he made a call because I could have ace queen, right? 8-3-7. Okay, 5 doesn't work. Yeah, super interesting spot, like. Let's smoke one cigarette. So yeah, I'm changing strat based on what I have, you know. If I would have, I don't know, queen jack off. I mean, I don't have queen jack off, like queen jack suited. I could maybe just let's bet a range B25, you know. It's like, it's very fast. How human bias can fuck you. Roman. Yo. Yesterday nobody collected Eurogin giveaway out of the winners which I chose. So if you would like to get Eurogin low stake subscription for 1 month, just write me on Discord, I'm gonna send it to you. No problem. Really cool, really cool. If he range checks, I think how I wanna play. Probably polarized. If he's playing range check, I think I wanna play polarized. Same here. If he range checks, we should play polarized. We shouldn't bet this. Because we are only leveraging advantage from... Yeah. I think this is false logic I had before. If I assume the guy range checks on queen 3-5, I should just play range check back. There's no point in betting anything. If I think he bets his good hands, then you just start betting big with your good hands. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to bet small. On a 71 king 10, I think I'm gonna fold. It's actually really interesting. I'm gonna make a screenshot here. I still see it on the bottom right, what I had. King Jack is always open from this position. Yeah, I said I'm gonna play tournament. Zodiac Grand Deep Stack Tiger. For some reason I love other ones. That was actually an interesting spot to check versus a squeeze. Because I definitely don't play it optimally. HK Pokerfish. No, I don't like this from him. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I think I'm betting I start to polarize here, right? Around 10x or nothing. So I'm not gonna bet pocket fives. I think it's very easy to massively overbluff here. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Jackson 96 will be just a call. Okay, let's see. And there is a no ruling here. Like how we wanna play jacks. You should jam some suited broadways here. I think it's impossible to shove suited broadways with such a fast speed. Therefore, I think on average I'm making a massive punt versus distribution of this kind of players with such timing. Big. I think this is big. This is like big moment here. Uh, 6-3. I think versus min race I would. I think versus 2.0 I still get to fold. I'm gonna start with a range check here. And mostly call. Ah, there it is, my man DeSantis. I wanted to raid you yesterday. I wanted to send the viewers to your stream, but I got internet disconnect. So yeah, I couldn't, man. I couldn't. I wanted, but I couldn't. If you will be streaming today, we can try again. I think on the river we want to construct a range around sets and flushes, so I would just bet B25, this hand check, and at some frequency I'm gonna go for a check jam. Yeah, I would here actually roll for like below 20%, and then do I want to bluff catch? That's the other part. And the bluff catching sector are pocket pairs. That's actually interesting. It's so stupid, man. It's so stupid. I'm gonna 3-bet is deuce. It's like 50 or 60% defend, and at least half of that time it's 3-betting. Oh, Kami, welcome to the chat. Yo. Super good board for him because I'm not 3-betting all of these pockets which he should have. So I would play a range check back here. And 8-7, I would raise it majority of the time. And I would make a raising range around ace 8 plus. I'm not showing, right? There. And I don't know around what he's now constructing strategy. It doesn't make any sense. Only with bluffs it makes sense to bet like this. There's no value which value now wants to small bet 3-bet me? What the fuck? Which value, man? Which value you small bet click? It's crazy, man. Maybe omega nuts, you know? Like 6-5 of diamonds or something. Yeah. I'm gonna make a note on his sizing scheme and fold. What was that, brother from Mexico? What was that? Okay. Bit rough session so far, but I think we're doing fine. And that's one of the hands, you know, which could go for it, but I block folding range, so maybe it's better to go with lower 7x's. Yeah, I'm unknowledgeable about that spot. Haha. Like, I feel like I should be doing something with this hand, but I just don't know how. He either has now jacks or tens. Man. Oh man, it's so important to protect the checking range. It's so important to do it. Because that guy will never believe me that I have anything here. And he would just probably call me off. So that's another concept which is It's really interesting. Okay. So then it was not a big deal at all. Yeah, I think I can range bet versus small blind when it's a Broadway board. I think I still want to bet kings and aces with a spade here. So I'm gonna go on the turn with B25, B33, somewhere around that. And I stand on the right side. I'm gonna start with a range check, and then it's actually very interesting. It's a close. If I wanna float this with a 10, probably not. And then on the river, I can play this. Just one side strategy with my all range. And then if he raises me and raps a flush, I can, with my hand, still backjam him and trap ace high flush. The randomizer was on 30. And I think we wanna play polarization game here immediately. Around 10 axes. And my hand prefers to have a clap and barreling turn. So we check, and here it's the tricky part, right? Which value am I checking now? It feels stupid, I'm gonna get called 10 out of 10, that's how I feel. I rolled 53 with aces. And this guy, I don't know what he's doing. Why bet 2/3 on the flop? He has 30 blinds to call. Why play poker like this, man? Why just not go all in on the flop directly? What's the difference, you know, if you just if you don't just like go all in? Yeah, I need to make a note on him, like. And ace king. And yeah, I'm totally open, brother from Slovenia. I'm totally open, like, if you have good reasoning behind. I'm always ready to listen, improve. So yeah, don't try to not get it like that it was. It's just from my perspective, it didn't make any sense. And yeah, if you would like to look the spot up or like improve, feel free to join our Discord server, !Discord, where I write my blog, my journey to 2KNL, and analyze hands. So yeah, you're more than welcome. You're really more than welcome. Yeah. I mean, I have so little value here that I need to be really selective with my bluffs. So I like to pick higher equity bluffs, and on a 34, I'm gonna go with king ten suited. You need to be really careful when you snap jam, because it's there is no combo snap jamming. Literally, there is no combo snap jamming. So So it's most likely snap jam means that it's more value heavy than it should be, and then you can start fold ace king because of exactly that timing tell. Yes, the guy might shove ace king, but the snap timing tell can mean that he's jamming aces full frequency, you know. Yeah, we're gonna play 32 bounty hunters. 10-3, probably fold. The jack folds. Jack 8 blind and blind, maybe very low frequency. We call. Pocket jacks here would be low frequency. I had before 60 number or something. Ace 10 on the turn. I wouldn't want to bet around ace 10, so we are gonna check. And on the river, I think I'm just playing block as the only strategy. And I think he's not gonna bluff me, so is 10 strong enough versus his checking range? Probably not. I would start with... Hey, this is such a fucked up board when I think range betting doesn't make sense. So I'm just gonna play it my way because I don't know better. And save the spot. Very small sizing, I think I'm gonna call. Oh, it's also a very short stack, so sure. I'm gonna call that. Skinning. Nice. Mr. Daubet. Thank you for the follow. Welcome here. We're gonna range bet small. Queen jack on the right side, 60% open. We rolled 23. On the turn, I wanna make a strategy around 10x plus, so 9s will go strictly in the check. So here I think it's again very important to check some of the kings, queens, jacks. Otherwise for checking range is face up. How would I do it? I don't know. Oh, he should he should bet all of his 10x's at this point. He should only check them to be deceptive. So I'm actually gonna bet 2/3 for value. And queen jack should be turned into a bluff sometimes. Okay, because he's sized up on the flop, I think he's more on ace-x. Therefore, I would play polarization around queen jack. And again, if I don't put some in the checks, I have again very weird checking range. So yeah, I just play for stacks here. I signalize I wanna play it for it all. Yeah, that's another showcase. Like I don't know a better way. Like how to split some of my queen x's into the check there. Because yeah, it's hard. It's so fucking hard. Kinnick, let's rebet. Provi. AT, good morning. How are you doing today? Did you quit MTTs completely? Of course not. Matter of fact, I just registered MTT, which starts in 13 minutes. I think I should play split strat here. Jack 5, I kinda like. And now again, I think we're betting all our overpairs with the spade here, and I think I wanna be betting them like B40 and flushes and 8 X's. This hand I'm gonna check this time. Maybe if you could talk a little bit quieter because of neighbors. They're sleeping anyway, right? Joking. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of my voice. Thank you for reminding me. I think this is a multi-size from him. And strategically, only good strategy if he thinks my checking range is too weak. I'm gonna make a note, 120%. Big blind versus button. Check call, check check. And lead out. Question mark. We're doing amazing. I had one of the best sleeps for the last 14 days. Yeah. How about you, brother? How are your streams doing? Do you need any help with streaming? I think I answered to this yesterday and I didn't get no reply, or I didn't saw the message. Either of these two things. Mr. Robson. Be loud, be proud. Good morning, good morning. Man, he's so kind. He's so kind today. I mean, never mind. He comes with Slovenian need immediately after, but you know, you could start with that. So I respect you, man. Thank you. Good morning to you as well. Hope you have a nice weekend. I think it's a totally viable approach to just range check back here. And now it's again how we will raise, how we will call. Yeah, I think it's really difficult. And I'm perceived no bluffs. You need to be really creative to find a bluff here. And I would gonna wrap my two pairs, straights and sets and flushes all in this size. I wouldn't use any other size here. So he's still forced to raise some of the flushes. He finds a call. Reasonable. Like, if I would want to make him fold, yeah, I would just use bigger sizes, but then again, he needs to defend less, so it's a back and forth war. If I bluff all my king jacks there, I think I'm over bluffing, so what I should do is just to learn how to bluff right frequencies. It's pretty simple. I don't think I need to complicate. On the turn, I think this is one of the hands which I can put into the bad note. I forgot Robson. German big. Neat. There you go. I almost forgot. On 72, we're not gonna do it. Almost forgot. Almost forgot. Again, if somebody would like Eurojune, small stakes subscription for 1 month, just write me on Discord. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. We did a giveaway yesterday and nobody collected it. So if you would like small stakes subscription for Eurogene, write me out on the Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. 7-3 should be time to time check raised, wrapping full house. Queen Jack, can we go for a range bet here? Yeah, probably. It's not a big deal, even though it would be probably better to do something else. Okay, that's a direct jam. That's a direct jam. Direct. I need to write it down. Direct 100 BB jam. Small blind versus button open question mark. Again, making strat around probably ace 10 plus. So, checking this one. Queen 10 on 0-3, sure. Do I want to reopen here? Only if I think his checking range is for Bahamas. Why would you check a 10 here? Okay. Value it on myself. I was thinking about if I will value it on myself. So his checking range is not for Bahamas. I just exploited myself. It's all good. I said to myself, I will only reopen if I think his checking range is for Bahamas. So it's not like I'm not considering checking, or that wouldn't be my default play. Check on aces, queen jack board. I have so little value which wants to here do anything. So little. I think betting here anything, I don't like it. I'll just range check back to him. And on the river, I just wanna play a strategy around ace-x, right? And you just bet them pot. What was that hand, man? It's so weird. Real kids? Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Las Vegas. Real kids, tell me. Tell me what's up. Tell me what's up. How is with tournaments you're playing? Would you mind starting a blog in our Discord channel? Because I would be super curious, how is life in Las Vegas? I would be actually really interested. So if there is a chance I can get you to start writing a blog, I would be extremely happy. In case you decide, write me on Discord what would be your blog name, and I'm gonna open it up for you. Thank you, DeSantis, for help. Much appreciated that you're helping me out. Robson, only love for you, brother. Only love for you. Nothing else. Yeah, I would prefer to just play a polarized approach and jack 8 bet never. But you still need to take time with our other part of the range we have. And again on the turn, I would play B25 approach around of the remainder of Jack X's, which we checked on the flop. This hand checking again. I still prefer to have some equity. And now he's saying he has... that's very weird, man. He's saying he has a bluff. Because value like doesn't want to do that. It wants to go small or really big, right? So when you bet something in the middle, you're wrapping a bluff. You just decide, okay, I'm gonna wrap a bluff. Ah, what? So interesting, man. Let's isolate Queen Jack Zudet, and we're getting tournament in 1 minute. Yeah, I guess it's fine because 5 minutes till full hour. I will just go to the toilet and it's totally fine. I mean, the guy is quite tight. The guy is really tight, but it's only 250 hands. I would fold most of the Jack X's, call this one. Check. And now I think we can comfortably fold here. Oh, he was spot. I think some of those Jack X's start folding, some, but not all of them. This hand I think is a pure defend. Sure. Here on the turn I would just do very simple, just call lower ones which don't interact with his bluffs. So far pretty rough session. Okay, there is our tournament on the top ski. I'm gonna switch over when action starts. Just one time. 10-9 will be an open, blind on blind. And we have a new follower from NL2 with love, man. Such a beautiful nickname, man. Thank you so much, and welcome here. Welcome. It takes some courage to take this nickname and awareness. Really great. 63 on Ace Jack, guess folding versus 3x open. Oh, cash drop. Let's go. How many blinds? 20 blinds? Okay. Queen Jack. We started with the limp. Unfortunately, we have to fold versus a jam. I mean, we only limp here. Versus 20 blinds ISO, we call, and I think the bottom here is like King Jack off. Let's see if the guy will call him. Nope. 3 betting case 10. We rolled below 40, and on the top we are on a very low number. We will go for a 3 bet. I would do it like less than 10% of the time, maybe versus hijack we don't do it even with King 9 off, and we just do it versus cutoff and button. Yeah, sure. I think that's the approach. And flop check fold. And Mr. Patkovic. Look at him. Who's that? Oh, I know who's that. Okay, good morning. Good morning. I won't reveal your... I won't reveal who are you in the Twitch chat, so... But man, it's such a cool. Somebody needs to send this to Tomasz. Okay, here... yeah, we can go range bet. Small. And so 2% on King 8. I actually forgot like how to do it. Maybe King 8 doesn't... I don't know, I forgot how to do it. I actually forgot how to play pre-flop. Let's take a deep breath. And I'm only gonna be wrapping 7x and flush. They had a really low number before. I will start with limp range here. This hand will be partially limp 3-bet. Depends on the number we will get. Here, I think we can start with a range check and he should play polarization. Because he should only leverage his nuts. Now on the turn, I think we should be playing... it feels like polarization around an ace, or we can push mid-range. I like pushing mid-range. Haha, it's wow, it's such a complex spot, man. And for some reason I love it. Because your mind needs to go through trillion of like information to decide like how he wants to play it. It's extreme. Real Kid replying to my questions before. I would like to be more involved in your community. Time is hard to find. When would you like to come to USA? Real Kid. It's like a big trade-off. It's a big trade-off. Right? I have a big trade-off to make, you know. I need to kill my body in order to come to the USA. It's so fucking hard to do it. I need to write it down that he has a betting range on a low board. Has polarized as betting range. Range on low board. He has betting range on low board, small blind versus big blind. SRP. What I mean with killing my body, I need to change the card, this whatever rhythm we have our bodies in. So I need to change digestion. Like everything that comes when you change your sleep patterns, and I don't do it only once, I do it twice. Once I come there and once I come back. So I fuck up my body twice in a very short period amount of time. So I said to myself last year, I'm not going anymore, man. Unless like something special is happening, you know. I understand we will be most likely. Like I understand that, like what is interesting is that at the end, this is just creation in my mind. It's just my urge to be alive is kicking in, right? Whenever you become extremely aware, there is no urge to be alive anymore. right? That's why like people meditate in a calm environment, in a positions where no pain is stimulated, you know. That's exact reason for that, right? You want to be in a state where your body, like genes, brain doesn't put you in survival mode, right? That therefore you can see through it. But it's hard, you know, even if you see through it, you are just most of the time not seeing through it, right? So I could make a decision based on seeing through it. Yeah, I'm not respecting his checking range here. Okay. It feels like he's bluffing. Because which value would want to play like this? And these are spots which I need more. Like one is, I understand it's very hard to check value there. Like maybe he now owned me twice because like I said like I don't respect, so I got countered back, right? Because I was not ready to stick it in on my read. So he most likely countered me on my counter, and this really hurts. So here I just need yeah, this is just another confirmation that probably you just want to play a good strategy and not care so much what your assumption is, because you could slightly kill everyone, kill, and then once you get countered, all of these small kills are taken back. Oh, on 89 I'm gonna call. I'm actually gonna make a screenshot. So yeah, I hope Real Kit you understand, like I'm not saying I'm never gonna come, it's just that if I look it from the state which I'm mostly in, so he checks here, right? He checks here. Sure, I'm gonna bet. I'm in a mood where if you raise me here, you have nuts. I don't believe you check a bluff to check raise me. I just don't buy it. 10-9 on the right side. And jack this will be a 3-bet on a low number on the tournament. Yeah, like I'm like the more I'm studying, the more I'm trying to understand what is happening, the more I want to just play solid strategies. Because yeah, because then I need to deal with my assumptions back and forth all the time. And for me as a person, this is the most stable long-term solution, because my mental health, yeah, it's like for long-term and to put a lot of volume in and to move up in stakes without having second doubts. It's for my personality, it's the best to just focus on playing solid strategies rather than to always seek for the like where the guy might be weak. The only counter argument for that would be, man, if you will play solid strategies, you won't generate any win rate. That's the only thing which is a good enough counter for me to consider only playing exploitative strategies. Or strategies, yeah. A very low number on King 6. Yeah, the number's changing every 3 seconds, but I had a really low number. I hit like 7% before. And I think that's a very nice hand to do it. 5-4 against 0.5. Fill it in. The guy is making a strategy around Jack X, which is interesting. Oh, he's just all good. All good. Yeah. I think my hand is still worth like a B40. He was wrapping on the turn. He has like some kind of 7. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks. It sucks. It was just the guy was wrapping a bluff, you know. The guy was really wrapping a bluff on the turn. And again, you know, I didn't develop a strategy. I just saw the weakness. And then I did something versus that weakness, and then I froze. Right? So it's again, if I would have just played the strategy, that wouldn't happen. And yeah, for my personality, I think it's the best to just play solid strategies. Unless that thing for sure doesn't work. Queen 5, yeah, we just fall. It's actually not so clean because we cover him. How much is his bounty worth? 20 blinds. 20 blinds. Maybe I wanna play 4-bet with this hand. It's very close, man, to defend this. Very close. Maybe rather defend this than like Queen 7. So here on the river, I think I wanna play block as the only size. Does it make sense to play block as the only size there? Or I wanna play B60 as the only size? No, I think I wanna play B60 or B75 as the only size. I don't think what I did there was good. I got max value, but I played my hand instead of a strategy. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I think I'm gonna bluff on the river. But again, it's like... It's hard. It's hard, right? On the flop you range check, and then on the turn... I guess you always check this hand. It's very simple, yeah. It's not that hard. It's not hard. So in 10 minutes we have a break for the toilet. Ace 9, it's a, I think, perfect hand, at least in theory, to check, because you block his showdowns. But why would he bluff on this river? Anything, right? Queen 6, I think it's just defense versus min. And default here. We defend king toss versus min. And very interesting board. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I think exploitation is to click with my hand, but I don't know how I then play on the turn. I don't think you can just range c-bet button versus big blind this board. And which flush wants to play 3 bets on the flop? Really? Nothing? Okay, cool. I think that is a better card for me than for him. Because it starts to remove his advantage, which he has in the suited ace-x sector. But 4 is irrelevant. maybe it's super interesting, like how this wants to be played. I have also some feeling that he might just float me with flop with any 2 cards, what he see bet. And then he's counter exploiting me. Big, he's polarized now, fine. Cash drop. Let's see what we can do. Ace 4. Yeah. I would call here probably ace 10 off. Mr. Pilzat, thank you for the follow. Let's see what he open jams. Okay. New hand. Here we call pocket tens. I'm sorry, chat. I know I'm not the most. Huh. Would that guy check aces and kings here? Pure, right? Would he do it? Probably not, right? Probably not. Probably not. Of course he can have them. Oh, he calls. Once he calls, he might have aces and kings here. Scared. So I'm gonna realize equity to avoid realize my equity and avoid getting check jammed on by sets if they have it. Hello, Pilza. Freddy, I see you. Yeah, it's very hard to have a balls to bluff here. You really need to have cojones. If it's South Brazil, Guatemala, yeah. These guys might be capable, you know. These guys are definitely the ones which are seeking for those spots. Circadian rhythm, that's right, Freddy. Let me read the chat, man. I'm completely lost. Here and your wife are welcome to stay with me and the wife and go hiking from Grand Canyon to Zion National Park. Oh my god, how can I resist that invitation? However, we were in Grand Canyon already. Wanna sleep over there? But yeah, we would love to repeat it, I guess. Slovenia is on our list of places to go. We're headed to Portugal in February to hike the Fisherman's Trail. What about? I'm in February very soon. Haha. Man, but yeah, like when we'll get second chance. Yeah, I don't want to put crazy ideas in my wife's head, you know, that it's some vacation is already done, then she goes crazy on me. So February Portugal. That sounds interesting. Because that would be perfect, like I don't need to change time zone. For pro poker players, it's hard to have a good sleep schedule. Real Kate, can you give me like exact information when you have flights booked? Where are you going? And then I will discuss it with my wifey if it makes sense. If to go. But yeah, I don't promise anything, you know. I'm also in a state where I didn't make a regular income for last 8 months since me changing between formats and now learning new format. So it's also like not that I didn't have enough money, but you know, just the mental aspect where you don't earn money for a long period of time, you just feel uncomfortable spending. We're playing now spot versus Kapampa, just decided to range bet small. Take it down. King Jack on 30, we'll do it. Double Buddha. How many hours do you think it will take you to spin up 1k to 10k? I didn't think about that, but if I would need to guess something, I don't know, 500 hours, 5 months, 6 months. If I need to give you a number, right? This trail is the one my mother went and she was amazed. So it means a lot of walking, right? We had very low number here. I'm gonna go for a 3-bet. So the route is confirmed to be extremely good, Mr. Real Kid. From the first hand. From the first hand. Okay. Oh, it's a break soon. I need to do a global sit out on next blind. That I catch up the toilet. And tournament will be simultaneously on the break as well. 43. And range bet 7s. He's very much favorable here. I'm gonna range check back here. Pocket 7s check. And now I would start polarizing around my pocket 8s plus. And 7s we call. If I would need to guess the global frequency, I think it's overbluffed. I'm gonna mark this spot because it's very interesting to think about like the average player. How average player bets the following spot, and in the tournament before the break we'll have super interesting spot. I'm gonna start with the range check, and my hand it's probably pure raise it because I unblock backdoors, and the Russian guy is constructing a range around I think I'm gonna do Mega Master here. I'm gonna raise it up around my overpairs. And I'm gonna make like some 7s, 8s, maybe better 4x to fold and get flush draws to call me. Okay, quick break. Yo, beautiful people. Yo, beautiful people. King Gate was very low number. I mean, versus mid-race anyway. Defense. Tournament we have on Mr. on a break. Oh my god, this hand, I think it's... I wanna do it, man. I wanna do it. I wanna do it. Wifey, can you make a screenshot of what Real Kid said? That we have details for February in case we will decide. You don't need to answer me, just yeah, make a screenshot. She's downstairs preparing breakfast, so she hears me. I guess I wanna 3-bet this player always. He donks. Yeah, I'm gonna raise it up. Like this. Let's go. What happened here? Jack 9. How much he bets on the flop? Big. Yeah, we are range leading here. And King 10 seems like a good candidate to 3-bet here since we cover. We expand our range. On the top, he had a lot of time now to decide what he wants to do, so he shouldn't have a decision. And we'll start with the range bet small. And it's 5. And opening A7 in the tournament. Mr. Double Buddha. He's saying a nice dedication. If you think you will need 600 hours. Poker made me transfer to the stock market. It's all about risk management, and I found out poker gave me the foundations to understand it quickly. I still enjoy poker, but I don't grind anymore. I can scale a lot faster with stocks. Makes sense, brother. We would love to have you in the Discord server, actually, if you don't mind. Your insight and intellect regarding investing would be much appreciated. I think we do have a channel for investing. So yeah, I would love you to have there. Yeah, we can do much with a backdoor. Man, let's float him. I don't care. I should have folded. I don't know why I have such an evil thoughts here. Yeah, I am perceived no bluffs unless I turn like some ace high float into a bluff. At this point we just polarize. I mean polarize, yeah, let's just go like this. What he has here turns into bluffs, pocket nines. So what I did here is very interesting. I played on the river, like I floated the flop, turn check check, and river I decided I'm gonna play only block. And there he goes, he turns nines into a bluff. I would need to write this note. Can we range bet here? It feels so wrong to range bet here. And now that I'm tanking for so long. Oh god, Ate, what are you doing? Are you jack in the tournament? You're for sure playing? My wife does all the planning, I do the navigation, security and heavy lifting. You two sound like yin yang. What's in our case? My wife does all the planning, navigation. Okay, I have security and heavy lifting, but yeah, she's more 2/3. I just do really things which, yeah, it's super uncomfortable for her. That was funny, man. It was really funny. Ace Jack on a 29. Cutoff versus EP. Probably just fold. I mean, when I cover them, it's a little bit different. I didn't consider that. I really didn't consider that. We're gonna call a check raise here. Yeah, when I covered them, it feels like Ajax that should be in. Maybe even developing like a cold call strategy. I think that was a mistake. When I cover everybody for bounty, I should never have folded Ajax here. King Jack. I don't think I bluff that sector. I have Queen High, Jack High to bluff. In this line, I'm perceived with no bluffs. So I'm gonna bet wrapping all my pocket pairs. Okay, very nice call. It's very interesting from his perspective. What the fuck? I bet the flop, check the turn, and bet again, right? But he doesn't care. He just like calls. For me, it's like bet, check, bet line there. It seems like it's screaming too much value. Yeah, we're gonna 3-bet here. I said high frequency. Yeah, that's really interesting line. Like it's like I don't know how to have a bluff there. I really don't know how to have a bluff there. If I don't just bet hand like this there, it's like astonishing. I mean, he should for sure defend this. He should defend his ground there, but it's yeah. His bounty is worth half of his stack, man. Half of his stack. I'm gonna flat there. So I'm playing a pot where it's like 20 blinds in the middle versus him. Just for your imagination. And I'm feeling like I wanna raise stack off versus him. Maybe if I would have a club, yes. Man, which bluff I have here? Yeah, I just go play for his stack at the moment. And on the bottom, we are for sure squeezing this, and I would still like to raise for around some jack X's, so I don't want to go extremely polar. And on the turn, it's actually really fucked up. How was this played on the flop? He called. Okay, so we go big here. We go big. Get to call some ace high flush draw floats and fold out some pockets. That's what I'm imagining. And now check the side. It was fairly fast call. I don't think he's reopening much. Jack 6 off. Great. This guy must be mad. Man, that guy plays me like a fish. And I can't do much, man. I can't do anything versus that. It's so annoying. Again, not knowing what to do. And here with pocket fives, I think I can get deuces, threes, fours, fives. I think it's better to call because the guys behind might just jam with deuces to fours or ace four suited. He might just jam like deuces to fours here, thinking I never have a hand. Oh, 9-8, man. 9-8, do I want to barrel on the turn? Probably not always. It's like I have a shit ton of bluffs here. It's some other spot. Here on the river. And man, I have a perfect hand, man. I have a perfect fucking hand. I have a perfect fucking hand to raise him. Basically wrap pocket nines. And how much nines want to go? Probably something like this. Doesn't work. I mean, he was wrapping when he bets 2/3 to pair or something. And I don't think it makes sense for me to play jams there, because I'm mostly betting my straight on the turn. And it's again, if I pure bluff this 9-8, I'm over bluffing. So again, I didn't strategically bluff. I just bluffed pure. So yeah. And you know, the guy pure called king queen. Where he would probably need to mix all of the two pairs. Ace 5. I think mostly barrels. 10-8, I think it's beautiful combo for B40. And on the turn, I think I want to play polarization around good ace axes and some deuce axes. I mean, he definitely has an ace, right? What the fuck is that, man? If I would need to guess, that sizing scheme specifically, it's underbluffed with that he chose on average. I wonder what he had there. Oh god, man, it doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes sense. Just tournament makes sense at the top. They're doing amazing. All good, brother. All good, brother. Whenever it's good time for you. Mr. Double Buddha, man. Your name sounds like it's made for investing, because without a good mind and stable mind, I bet you cannot do much. And there he is! Firebird! Yo, brother, we are on very high altitudes with our randomizer at the moment, so we call. Can I get 0 USDT, please? Coma gone live. Welcome for the first time in the chat here. Tell me, what is the process behind you writing if you can get 0 USDT, please? I'm super curious. Enlighten us. What's behind? Are you in financial crisis, or I mean, since you're requesting a $0, so he bets b40. I think queen 4 is still a decent defend. I think he just bets range with b40, and it's a good strategy compared to the monotone board, where I don't think you can just range bet for b25, but that's just my assumption. And now he's playing a very interesting approach. Let me think. I think he's too equity driven in this spot with his bluffs. I don't think he's polarized enough that he just bets too many high equity hands, and therefore the jamming and denying that equity makes sense anyway. On brick rivers we're gonna stack off, so yeah, I think it's better to jam for those reasons. He's really in a traumatic state if he has king high flush draw. So yeah, I jammed there just because I thought his range construction is too equity driven. But that's just my assumption, you know. He could do it the right way, but I know when I'm constructing an overbetting range there, I'm too equity driven and not polarized enough. And then fast playing makes more sense with vulnerable hands. If we assume that we bluff river correctly, right? If you assume the guy will overbluff the river, once he overbets the turn, then it's for sure better to call everything. So it's just a comparison between all the lines. My 7, sure. It feels like you're drifting a little bit into aggro tilt. Man, if you notice it, it must be something on it, right? Even though I don't feel it. A7. Depends on how fast I checked on the turn. That factor really matters in construction of like raising range, because if you snap check, it's not much value. And drop pot. Let's see what we can do. If we can do any damage. Not even VPAP. No damage for us. No damage for us. Like emotionally wise, I feel neutral. Cognitive, I feel on peak. But when certain spots arrive, I feel confused. And then I just do what I think is the best. And I think I'm dealing with potential mistake quite well, that it doesn't trigger me, at least now, in these moments. I mark all potential mistakes and doings, so I think it's a great opportunity to learn. König. And King Queen on 97 we call. We should lead here. It's like, otherwise he can just rain check back. And be correct. So I need to make him aware. It doesn't actually matter what I make him aware or not. I need a spade here to battle, so this hand checks. Probably never bluffs on the river, but sometimes I could think about bluff catching. Like in theory you need a spade to bluff catch, right? But in theory he should also construct his range that he arrives with some flushes on the river. So in practice I think the most important is to have exactly this. I think on average this is just overbluffed, like how the spot was played. But I'm gonna mark and learn. On the right side I decided to polarize the flop. We are gonna still bet probably like Queen Jack plus, so I don't want to go too big. He opened and checked to me on the flop. And I'm perceived shit ton of bluffs, very little value, so I don't think he will. I don't think he's capable of. Yeah, I think I don't need to have bluffs here at all. I will just get paid without bluffing. It doesn't matter what we see. That was my thought process. And against Mr. Kapamba we ISO Jack 8, and I shouldn't always bet here, my Jack 8. Otherwise I'm just massively over bluffing, and he suspected that I'm range betting. And he decided to raise. I'm not sure, maybe he just has a hand which raises, but I don't think I have a range bet here. So I should be checking Jack 8 back to some time on the flop, not always bet it. Stayed centered, Padawan. It's such a cool word, man. Padawan. Such a cool word. Such a cool word. Maybe the lightning. We go a little bit. A second. Like this. Ready for a poker tournament. I understand. So the process behind this, you would like to play a poker tournament and therefore you request for $10. It's similar to like you're hungry and then you'll just request for the food, right? So I understand you. I understand you. And now I can look this phenomena from two perspectives, right? One is you can see through the illusion which we have, right? The illusion of survival. We can try to see through it, and then it really doesn't matter what Mr. Como Gone Live writes. And if we look it through survival perspective, we don't want to be surrounded with people which are begging instead of earning it for themselves. So it's a very how we would say it. Can I jam king 6 on the top? I think overcalling makes a lot of sense. So it's really depends from what perspective you look at it. And maybe Komogan Live just looks it from, I mean, he also looks it from survival perspective, right? If it's very easy, I want to do that, let's try that, right? But there are levels to the survival, right? Because sometimes, you know, it's similar to the bicycle with not rounded wheels. You can have squares and you can still move, or you can think about it and optimize your approach to get a ticket or to play poker, you know. If you want people around you to protect your survival and to live in harmony, you need to earn your own money and spend it for tournaments, right? If you just beg all around, you won't have a clan which will protect you or help you survive. So my analogy for you is, if you want to survive better, try to use more intellect. Interesting spot. We overcalled 10-6 suited because we covered them. And I don't want to, do I want to fold this 2.5k? So it's 10 blinds in the middle. I think I want to realize my equity here. One BB. Imagine he does it with 9s and puts me on a low pocket. Not enough that money in the middle. How many spots are you marking on average per session? Probably 30 plus. And how many do I review after it? 1 or 2. That's the sad part. It feels like when I have so many questions, I should be mostly studying and not playing. That's how I feel. Yes, exactly. This jacket suited. There is like 2 options, but subconsciously we want to choose aggro option to force the action. Yeah, I'm by default like choosing aggressive lines. Yeah, A6. The bounty is for 10 blinds, so we just... Like, we need to ask ourselves, what is the highest likelihood we get his bounty? And it's probably by jamming. Can I send you my wallet address for the tournament? I'm in a tough financial place, I'm 16. Yeah, okay. So now it's... This is so nice, man. This is so nice. Such a interesting spot, man, to be in. And it's so hard if the other person doesn't have receptors for like seeing also through. How can you survive easier if you develop deeper thinking, that you solve solutions through, like, one way is to ask for food to be to not be hungry, and the other way is to start thinking like what you can do in order that you won't be in the hungry at the first place. Like, okay, I need money, right? To buy food, to not be hungry. How can I earn money? Start working, and then you start working and you fix the solution, where some people would be just, I'm hungry, can you give me food? Right? And the problem here is that you cannot force that intellect. If that intellect is just died at some point, right? Because of the circumstances these people were, there's nothing you can do. Just lost souls. And just lost souls, yeah. What an interesting sizing scheme. I would review that. I played in some other spot. So now okay. So now once I figure out this perspective, what I want to do about it, right? I mean, you need to defend. It's like you are invaded by zombie, and you just need to defend. So therefore, I don't see any other point. I need to ban you. So sick, man, that you're forced into that. There is no intellect which can save that, because the other party doesn't have intellect to receive information. So the only option you have, you need to defend your survival. This is like on the most basic level once we break it down. And it's so sick, man. On a 67, we're gonna check back if he's playing a limp threat. But you saw, guys, I give him opportunity to develop intellect. It's not like but it also that, like, it's when somebody asks you like this, it's already indicator what is happening. Three bet aces. I agree with you, Freddy. A curious mind is it's for sure good to have. The question is when the mind is too curious to advance, you know? I think I have that problem, where my mind might be just too curious. Pocket jacks, pure frequency. And this guy is betting small. I think I'm gonna play call only here due to big blind behind. Okay. I wanted to say, because I'm playing call only, I think I should be starting to lead the turns. This is especially a good card. I'm range leading here for 10%. I would lead also on brick turns. It's just that he bets value plus bluffs, I call only value. And therefore, you just have an equity advantage over him. Here, it's actually a very interesting spot. I can do whatever I want. I can go call. I think call makes sense. I just defend here. So 7 blinds is already in the middle. It's whatever. If I have a spade, I'm for sure betting and stacking off. Without a spade, I think it's fine. No, I think it's just good to bet, and that's the highest likelihood we get to stack off the big blind. So we just need to maximize, like, yeah, we want to bet here to run the equity with him. Oh my god, we're ahead. Like, it's... Oh my, I feel my mind is like, I'm like genius in, like, in tournaments, in bounties. Like, it feels like I'm ahead of this time. Maybe I'm praising myself too much, but I feel like I'm on another level. Not saying I'm gonna start to play tournaments, of course I'm gonna play it occasionally, but I think I can do similar in cash. Just I need more experience and I need to understand things better. Yeah, does my hand have enough equity versus his range to bet? Yeah, I think so. I think it's okay to just play sometimes, put in some volume and then review larger sample. I think that's a very smart approach, real kid. I think I should always do that. Maybe just play for 1 week and then the other week review and then play for 1 week. That I just always follow up, or like 1 day review, 1 day play. Something like this. I think that would be beneficial. 1 day play, 1 day review. I think that's a healthy approach. What do you think, Mugenjin, of that? That I just 1 day play, 1 day review. Think it's good? My man, Mr. Samurai Jin, is saying you have to accept that poker is a very hard game and it will be very hard to have all the answers. Accept that on very deep level and you will have freedom. Before we call. I think it was around 70 number. Tens would be 50-50 here for a 4-bet. Oh, this is bet B jackpot kind of spot. If he has aces, it's bet B jackpot. I think it's very important to not make him fold an ace here, so we check. I don't think he's betting. I don't think he's betting. I hope he has ace jack, man. I mean, if he has ace jack, he will anyway jam. No. Ace jack, it doesn't make, he's not jamming ace jack. I think what is important here is that I block the river to get value from ace jack, ace queen, ace king. And he might turn sometimes something into a bluff. So maybe like B40. He doesn't have aces here. Yeah, I think I played it perfectly. That was like some bad bit jackpot vibe there. I'm still I'm still intellectualizing what was just said, Mugenjin. I'm not forgetting you. I'm playing so fucked up spot, man. I don't even want to tell you what happened here. Do I jam even? It's like 30 blinds extra. He might have like pocket jacks. Maybe some... Ah! I mean 30 blinds extra. I don't think it makes a change. He has straight flush. Why play straight flush like this? Imagine I just call. I need some seconds to breathe, man. That was intense. I'm gonna mark the spots. He donked on the river, you know? It was... whatever. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I randomized call with jacks. And there we go. I thought he would go loser. I thought he would go actually loser. We win this. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. It's so interesting because my intellect thinks that poker is a very hard game and it will be impossible for me to play good. But what I'm trying to solve, or what I'm trying to implement, is systems which helps me in these complexities. So I actually my goal is like, I understand poker is super hard and I just want to make it simpler. He 3 times donk. I think the line is overbluffed. It's fine. I'm gonna mark this spot to make sure I had good thought process. I might be on there, but it's fine. I don't mind. We're gonna learn. Like, it's opportunity to learn. I did my best what I could in the spot. I don't think I should be harsh on myself. So yeah, Mugenjin, my intention is to simplify it. I from your perspective, it seems like that I'm a crazy person, and I understand you. I honestly understand you. My intention is to simplify so much that it might not, that I feel like I'm not understood. That I want to simplify it. And I'm not getting understood, like how there can be even more simple way in this complex world. That's like what I feel. And it's so, and I'm unable to communicate it for a very long time. So yeah, my intention always was to make it more simple. And it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy from your perspective, but it's it's hard, and it's so fucking hard. I really want to make it work. It was not a troll, real kid. I was that serious. I was not trolling at all. The thing is that I was so serious. I don't remember when I was so serious about like the decision making that led to a ban. I don't know if anyone saw through that, but it was far away from trolling. Yeah, Roman, exactly. A very fast jam. Again, I don't think randomizer was being used with aces. So in these spots, it's probably very important to fold these kings. My hand twitched with 7-5. Like it just, I don't know what's with my hand. I don't know what is with my hand there. Now I'm gonna stab this. I'm perceived ace queen suited. Sure. Paul Hive 85. Thank you for having you here. If you would like to see more of me reviewing hands, me writing a blog, how we will reach 2KNL, I'm very high certainty we will do it. I'm gonna do it, like it doesn't matter like what way. I'm very confident that it will happen. I honestly believe with all my heart it will. I'm gonna do it, like no joke. So if you guys would like to be like get more behind the scenes and be more connected, or maybe even write a blog alongside me, I encourage everyone to join the Discord server. We can make it happen together. We can make it happen together. So !Discord. I welcome you there. If somebody in the chat can help me and proc the !Discord comment, I will be extremely happy. 26 on 7-6. We call. I think it's around 15% of the time. And eights are not full frequency bluff here. Mugenjin, first, Murat got lucky with a7 set against your jacks. I mean, let's go, man. It's like, it's win, right? If I win, I'm happy. If you win, you're happy. And it's always something good happens. Interesting hand, like, what is our bet check bluff line? And from what are we choosing hands? Like screenshot as well. Mugenjin, systems is the right way to go? Okay, so we are on the same page here. That's very good. But even with the systems, you won't be hitting the solver frequencies, but you will be able to play amazingly versus humans. Okay, so we're on the same page. And now what I would like to add here, and listen to me very carefully. Really try to understand what I'm trying to say. I want to create systems to just have well-rounded strategies, even if that means they're very different from a solver. And let that sink in. So I want to simplify the game with the systems which have good fundamentals, which have a very good base, right? I want to create systems based on the most important concepts, even though that means not playing like solver at all. That's all. That's all. I guess in a lot of cases you will get very close to the solver by nature. In some spots you'll be far away, but you'll have still strategically a very good base. So to put it in more simple words, I want to simplify with systems which have a solid ground. And intention was never to hit exact frequencies or whatsoever, just have a really good base. Success will call. Yeah, I mean, I cannot respect his checking range here. But I think that's the best way, because he might now turn something into a bluff. And now if I would need to guess, I would guess this is aces. I think this is the most overbluffed line in whole history of poker. That would be my guess. I mean, we're ahead of his value. Sure, he might have this value here. Sure. But I don't believe he has any bluff. It's just unhuman to check bluffs there. based on what I'm studying at this point, like it's fucked up to check raise of bluff there. It's fucked up, man. So my assumption here was not that he's not protected with value. My assumption was he's not protected with bluffs, right? So when he raises me here, so my assumption was like, I'm not getting raised there. I can play it perfectly. Because when I do raise, I have assumption, it's only value. So it's not about that I'm not getting raised, it's about that I know the nature of raising range is too much value. It's like too much value. So opponent kinda needs to like develop a system which covers that, which covers my counter. Because it's super easy to do that counter, which I did. Yeah, let's try that. Thank you, DeSantis. You're the real G. You're the real G. Queen 9. I think on a high number we'll just call. High numbers mean passive. And check fold. He should just range bet probably half pot to 2/3. Because he has such a huge advantage in ace-x sector, since I would reshove on him or 3-bet him. So just I think close to range bet like B66 is a good approach. Now range bet small is also fine. I don't think you lose any EV. On a 1, sure. I think it's 40% anyway. Jack 7 suited will overcall in the tournament sector. Oh, I forgot we are 200 blinds deep. That's a mistake. I should 4-bet way bigger size, like 34 blinds. So I think I did there a mistake. And now I need to deal with consequences. I will just imagine aggregate of these players on a scale, and there is very likelihood that at least 6 out of 10 don't ever have a bluff here. And even if the other ones have sometimes bluff, I'm in a slightly ahead or way behind situation. So I think it's just good to fold. He had a bluff this time. It's okay. I think I did good analysis, and there's we're gonna improve on review, you know? We're gonna improve on review. We have very interesting spot in the tournament because it's multi-way. He raises small, so he's saying he has like extreme nuts. I can't. Too little time. I can't play good poker. He had probably king 9. He had king 9 there. I cannot play good poker. I had too little time. Too many spots. And we have a break. It's just a freestyle versus tower. I'm sorry, man. I hope nobody gets it. Any boy. Asus, thank you so much for the raid. One of biggest crushers on Twitch streets on 100 NL. His consistency is amazing. As far as I was observing, so shout out to Mr. Anyboy AA, and thank you for bringing your army to another cash challenge. I'm playing a little bit lower stake than your man Anyboy. I'm gonna try my best. For your warriors. He actually bets here. Fuck me. I think it's the best way, it's to call it. If I raise here, it looks so fucking strong that he might direct fold aces. And now I'm gonna do same as before. On a 90 queens on the right side, we call. It's very likely he has an overpair at this point. And he donks it into me. Now I'm gonna just jam, rep like pocket tens, thinking I don't have a showdown. Okay, has ace 10. Fine. Very good from him. He played it like aces or something. He goes big. Check, check, flop, big turn. It looks like a jack. Or a bluff. I don't know. This is a very interesting spot. Half pot flop, where his range. How he played pre-flop? Very small 3-bet. So half pot flop, where his range should just range check, since I have all the pockets full frequency due to small 3-bet size. and then he check calls turn against a small bet, and then donks small, saying he has aces, kings, and then I jam. It's really cool way to play his value like this. I think I really like how he played value there. It's really good how he plays it, because that's the way how he gets most paid and also induces the most bluffs. I mean, this time I didn't have bluff. But yeah, I think like he freestyled it, but I think it's the best way to play it. So shout out to him. Fuck man, I have so many spots to learn from. It's so cool. And I think one day studying and one day playing, it's a really nice balance. Because now I feel like I'm playing like most of the time, and then in the afternoon, like my most productive hours are that's really interesting. Yeah, I think that's fine sizing and success. And a gang, yo. Success, we check. We are on delay, yes, we are on delay. All good, all good. That spot is so fucking interesting. It's so fucking interesting. Like, I don't have many worse pockets to bluff with here because fives are set on the river. So I think sixes should be bluffed here. Yeah, I think today's session is great that it happened because I have so big opportunity to improve. Jack 10, bounties. I think we still fold. Bounties are not big enough. Thank you everyone which followed. Welcome to my journey. We are doing 1k to 10k challenge at the moment. I'm first time in my life actually attempting cash. I was playing all my career MTTs. I would say I was decently successful there. You can look at the great player group on SharkScope. It's open to the public. But now this is the journey which we had in front of us. The reason for choosing cash is because I'm a morning person, and in mornings tournaments are kept in terms of average buy-in when cash has higher potential. So therefore that's the reason I'm attempting to make it in the cash. I'm gonna call this. He was too wide, that's why I decided to just 3-bet their king queen and stack off. Sorry. And on the top we open jack 8 a little bit looser since we cover everybody for bounty, and I think my hand, let's see how much their bounties are worth, just 2.5k chips, so just 3 blinds, right? I think it's not enough. If their bounties would be worth like 7 blinds, I would bet and stack off. But now it's getting a little bit weirder. Where I get their bounty the most often is by tripling it off. Probably not. Is by checking and letting them do some crazy shit. Yeah, I think. Now the spot will get under bluffed once I check on the turn. People are just uncomfortable bluffing when there is an ace and I check back because I'm very well protected, right? With medium hands. So it's not like I'm lacking hands to call with. So it feels like I want to bet B25. I want to push the equity. But then again, it will be one card straight. They will bluff. So there is a run out where they will go for it. Yeah, it's interesting. And he shouldn't have many ace-x's in the calling range pre-flop. Though is my hand does have enough equity versus their range to bet here. It's very close, man. It's very close. I mean 4-3 off, man. Okay, sure. Sure. That's interesting. Okay, it for sure had enough equity, but I didn't know. I didn't know. 40%, huh? Ace-5 as a fend. I think it defends half of the time. And here you can just be 40 with range. I could again bet my ace-10 and then check on the river. I like it. I'm thinking with my bluff what I want to do, blah 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 blah, check. And now we're in check calling mode. So many stuff missed that I think on average people, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's for sure. If I look at the spectrum of opponents on the river, betting this sizing scheme, it's for sure overbluffed, so we need to call a range here. I would need to consider raising, man. I would need to consider raising, not just calling. That was funny. So that opponent, yeah, that opponent has a very good leak that on the river he downsizes bluffs to less than half pot. Then when he jams there, it's he has different range construction. On 77, oh yeah, he's shorty. Let's go. He is a shorty. Okay. FT, 3 left. Aces versus kings. Enough poker for today. King queens. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that. But you know, statistically, kings need to win sometimes. And now you wanna punch me in the face, huh? I understand. I don't know like how to make your life better, you know. Just send me how much was the first place and I will send you the first place, and then you can be happy for the rest of your life because you won the tournament, even though you lost. I don't have a better way to do it. And again, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you out, sure. I'm gonna make it easier for everyone. I guess I'm gonna make a comment for that. I'm timing out. King 5, it's low frequency. We would need to play 5k chips. Is his bounty worth like 9 blinds? Because the big blind is a little bit looser. I'm gonna play limp with my range here as an exploit. And folds. I don't have enough equity. Even his bounty's worth 7 blinds. I still don't have enough equity. Commands, new command, exclamation mark entity, there we go, create, okay. Again, his bounty is worth like 5k chips. I'm just thinking like how to get his bounty the most often. And I get it with limping, because when I limp, he needs to VP wider. Skink. I think offset at 7x's do defend versus min. And here I just have a massive range advantage. I'm range betting. And now we are just going for here ace queen still, aces and kings, and then on the river we'll polarize to sets and straights. Okay. Also, a really amazing thing is that people fast play good hands, so they are basically range folding on the river. And again, like, I really wanna play for him. His bounties are like 5k chips. Let's try once more. I think it's too wide, but you know, people need to adjust properly. There we go. We are in the mix. Hope Mr. Patkovic doesn't bite. There we go. Come on, big! This is big that we have opportunity for his bounty here. Come on, 5 for 3. Sucks. We get like 40% opportunity to earn $15. Murat and Nicola, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Nicola, are you the one playing cash, which got me with Pocket Force yesterday? Are you the one? think we just B40 with range here. My bounty is really big at that tournament. The second. I calculate something. Doesn't matter. Nice. Sevens, like they really want to go wide versus me. I have so big bounty, like my bounty is worth like 7k chips. I wonder, like, he covers me, he should defend any two. I'm worth 10 blinds, he should just jam like Jack 9 suited, Jack 8 suited. And now we will just arrange bet for B25. Nice. And yeah, we're gonna open once more. We should VP extremely tight, maybe even with limping strategy here, because people are so much inclined to ISO us. So why would we open? We want to risk as little money as possible when action will get reopened anyway. And again, just an end betting small. How do I get his bounty? The most, right? I don't know, man. Hard to say. There is actually some flush draws with the 5. And now it's the spot. If I have like a Jack 10 here, I just bluff it. I don't think too much. 1, 2, 3. He might still slow roll me, so we didn't win the hand yet. Because I'm a streamer after all. And let's take a deep breath. Okay. Razbitina, lepo zdrav. Hvala za veliko sreče, enako tebi. Gospod Razbitina. I think there's a little bit of risk premium started to kick in the level 13, so I'm gonna be a little bit tighter. But then again, he's opening wider, so it's yin-yang in a way. 6-5 I would defend. From which promotions did you get 917 profit? It's from GG Care tournaments mostly. And on the bottom we're going, hopefully not running into kings. Okay. All good, Mr. Wave, all good. I understand something is sometimes it's hard to see. Today we are down, actually hips, we're down I think like $400, so 8 buy-ins. I'll start with the rain check there. And on the turn, I think I wanna create strategy around still. Yeah, I think it makes sense to play something like this. It makes sense. Play b60 there. Around ace king, ace jack with one heart, and then two pairs, flashes, all this stuff. And we are gonna start with the rain check there. Small blind bets here. I'd assume it's heavily under bluffed spot on average. I would play zero raises here probably. On the turn, I think making a strat around ace queen plus makes a lot of sense. That is correct, Mr. Banana Mango Smoothie. Welcome. Mr. Vietnam, correct? Grinding sitting goes. Am I remembering good, right? Is my memory ill, or that's what you told me at some point? It would be actually great to have you in our Discord server, that you would update us, like how is from Vietnam. We are now like 4 or 5 guys which are writing a blog, and yeah, I would be really happy like to get some updates from Vietnam, if that is true, if I'm not dreaming, if Ate is not dreaming. And yes, we made only $200 from games in 35 days. It's approximately like 50k hands, because I'm not playing at the biggest volume, so I think looking in days, it's not the best measurement. Actually, really nice hand, this ace queen to study it. And we are now past promotion. I think the highest chance to get his bounty is by calling. What's my read on him? Okay. checks. Okay, let's see what you have in your checking line. I don't imagine how he would bluff here. It's unimaginable for me. Like, yes, you can check your value, but I don't imagine like how would you bluff. Mr. Hong Kong called me for study. He wrote me a really interesting thing. Call for study. So, Mr. Hong Kong, I'm gonna explain you what I was thinking there. So I was thinking, when I call on the turn, I'm perceived with very strong range, right? So I either have a flush draw, a deuce or an ace, where you have a strong hand or a bluff. So then on the river I was thinking, my range wants to donk, because I always have it, and you have it and not have it, right? And then I decided I'm gonna donk there, mostly with my value. And then I should be mixing some bluffs, like missed flush draws, which I had in check call line. So that was my logic. It's a freestyle, but yeah. If you'd like to join the study and post a hand in our Discord server, we have a special forum for that. Feel free to do it. And here we are jamming over this. His bounty sword 5k chips, 5 blinds. I don't think we play any calls. He should call like jack 10 suited here. Oh, that's a big pot. We will split with him. Unless 7 river. So we split with him. And lose versus Sweden. And lose versus Sweden. All good. My wife is so sharp, it's unbelievable. Yes, cash drops are over. I'm wrapping up. I've wrapped it up matter like minute ago, just a little bit before you sniffed it out. How is my wife more sharp than me in these things? It's amazing. What happened here? The guy raises 3, we call. Yeah, I don't believe he's range checking to me, so here. So I'm just gonna stab it. Oh fuck, almost. My reflexes still work. Mr. Smoothie, currently in Bangkok, so he is in Asia. Okay. I remember. Moving to Nang Viet next week for 2 weeks. Nang Viet. Let me look how does this city look like? Nang Viet. Oh god, this actually looks beautiful. It actually looks like Manhattan. It's Manhattan next to the coast? Or I'm tripping? Like some city or Manhattan. It's Manhattan. Yeah, it looks like Manhattan on first glance. I think you will have an amazing time there. For sure. Okay, so we finished up. We will load up now normal tables. And we're gonna play this till we bust from the tournament. And then I will study a little bit. Join. So yeah, I think I'm gonna implement rule 1 day stream, 1 day study. And I mean 1 day stream. I might just study every day, you know, 1 day play, 1 day study. And I might like just study on stream. Right? Why not? That we keep streaming. I mean, sometimes of course, I won't feel like streaming the study because it's less effective since I need to look at the chat. But yeah, that's not the best table. Banana Mango Smoothie, if you would like to write a blog and update us how it's life in Asia as a poker player, please write me on Discord your what would be the name of your blog. Write me how would you like your blog to be called, and I'm gonna open the blog for you. We're just gonna range bet here. He needs to defend way wider, and therefore our range just smashes hard here. I think I'm gonna go B40 with my entire range. This must be a timing tell that he tanks so long. Something must be up with his range subconsciously. I don't know what, but... And now it's so fucking hard for me to have enough bluffs here that I want to like turn tennis into a bluff here. That's how but I'm just gonna try to play solid versus him. I think tens just don't bluff here. I'm bluffing like ace X's, king X's, just other sector. But I need a lot of time here with my overall range, like how I wanna split it. And I'm lacking 10x on average. He has more 10x's than me. So on the river, I'm just polarizing to 10x or nothing. I will play one size strat as the only one strat. The other option be to make a range around also 2 pairs. I think that's better, that I also bet my 2 pairs here. Like jacket suited, queen 8 suited. Maybe it's too thin, you never know. You never know. Let's load up one more table. Kapamba's bounty worth 3k chips, so 3 blinds. And this guy's range is very, very wide. So we will defend king 5 here, honestly. Alright, this is a bell to take a deep breath. And let's go. Ten things. It's actually interesting, like what the approach is for bluffing on the river, because I think blockers don't matter so much. You just need to bluff weak enough hand, which doesn't have enough equity when it goes check check. And probably the best approach is to just do like 10% on all range, and it probably should be fine. And the sizing scheme for all range, probably a block around the king X, and you put 2 pairs flushes as well in there. That's what I'm thinking for the overall system. Against cut of King Jack off, I actually don't know. He just marked green, I don't know how white he plays. And there, I don't think I get to call there 7-6. There is some risk premium at this moment, at this stage in the game. We have 3 starting stacks here, getting reasonably close to the money. So I don't think 7-6, I'm gonna VPIP here. Name of the blog. Okay, okay. Just write me on Discord to know that I can just copy pasta. You're a jokester, huh? You are a jokester. And I think playing slow makes sense. I think not playing fast makes sense at this stage of the tournament. I think us playing less hands makes the most money. You cannot usually do this when you play 8 tables, but since I have only 1 table, I'm gonna take advantage of every edge I can. Start with the range check with A-side. This sucks million dicks. This sucks million dicks. I wanna realize equity, I don't want to reopen. And now I want to reopen. And I don't want to reopen again. Because I don't know why not. Patkovic, man. I feel like this China guy is not raising an 8. Why would you raise an 8 there? Why are you raising an 8? Why would we pay more rake? I mean, he's not a regular, so he might have an 8. Even a bluff, man. How is this possible? Ace Jack on 36, we call. And call. It's still not so easy to decide with some queen tens, jack tens, like if you wanna raise them or not. Oh, this song is so cool, man. If you guys would like to listen to such vibes, which scientifically improve your cognitive abilities and put your brain in such state where it's the most receptive for the task you're doing, feel free to check out Brain FM. I have affiliation deal with them where you guys get 30 days for free. So if you would like to check it out with no risk and only potential gain, you can get yourself an account. Exclamation mark Brain FM. Also, Nightbot is spamming Brain FM link. I'm using it for the streaming and to put myself in the best possible position mentally. Besides all the cognitive benefits, you are also supporting the stream. Which would be amazing. Okay. Queen 9. I think we just defend. Yeah, I think all 9x is defend versus mid race. Anyway. With him behind, it's awkward. And I think I'm not getting jammed super wide. And this guy on the big blind. It's still like, I need additional equity here. Like, I think it's a profitable chippy V open in this specific lineup, but not. But not with risk premium. So here I'm gaining more by staying in the tournament than accumulation of chips. So when I decide that accumulation chips is better, I need to have a lot of equity. That it happens very in high likelihood. So it's just like weighting the risks, right? It's just weighting the risks. Yeah, just taking my time here. It's like a simple EV calculation with risk premium included. A simple one. Yeah, I think spending a lot of time makes sense. And versus Germany, I think the best way we realize equity, I might be just with the check. I don't expect like he will just randomly start bombing turn. Can I get king highs and ace highs to fold here? I might have. I don't know, man. I don't know. Still win, eh? Still win sometimes. I forgot to mention that Brain FM is also designed for ADHD. If you have that condition or you suspect you might have it, right? So if you feel like you have a symptoms or you suspect that you cannot be still, you know, that you always need to listen to some music on the side, I would highly suggest checking it out, because Brain FM uses like frequencies where it stimulates your brain, that you don't need some external thing to stimulate you more. So yeah. I think my hand is worth half pot here still. What do you have? Yeah. It's worth a jam if I consider he never has sets, but he might be scared of with sets there. I think I played it fine. Here King 10 versus Germany. I'm just playing it exactly how much my hand is worth. And then once he would call, I would assume like my hand's EV goes way up. And we are having GG flip out with only 7 blinds. There is a chance. I don't think we win. We're lost souls. The tourney is 13 people left, 6 spade. It's a low field bounty builder. But we are in a solid position, like every double up makes us almost a chip leader. So, because I have here risk premium versus a small blind, he's supposed to play very aggressively and his top hands should go more for non-all-in raise than for open jam, because I'm not inclined to put the money in myself. And we just take our time here. Take every advantage which we have. If you play MTTs only and you have a lot of tables, I understand you just wanna take a decision because you have too big of a load to think about time banks. But since I play only 1 tables, I take every single edge possible. So when you're getting close to the money, your biggest printing machine is staying in the tournament, and you can leverage this by taking more time than others. And that's like the biggest win rate you will ever generate. Like there is no move which you do that will outperform taking the time when other tables play more hands. So unless the tournament is in hand for hand, or there is only 1 table, then you don't want to do that. Then you just play normally. But yeah, if there are other tables playing poker, you should keep stalling. It's like if they play too fast, you're like your printing machine. Like I cannot do it. It's like unimaginably how insane money printer machine this is. To just take your time. And it's the most easiest exploit you can do, right? To the field. Just play slower than them. Exploiting them hard. If they play faster, you are even making more money. And they're colliding and building stacks. Good for them. Good for them. Breaksun, I think he should play a split here. Oh my god, this is hard spot. I don't know how to solve it. I think I'm still jamming. No, I'm jamming. There's no other play. We're not close enough to the money that I would have such risk premium to not jam. But yeah, there is no other way with our hand. Pretty certain. And we will wish... I wanted to say goodbye. Now GG is doing GG things. This tournament, I wish everybody all the best. And we see each other on some other day. Patkovic, take them. I think, yeah, when it's still 6 places to the money, the risk premium is not big enough, especially on our position. Like that ace 10 would become non-all-in 3-bet or something. It's still, we go for a jam. He should still be inducing like ace 8 suited. So all good. I'm gonna extend here and slowly wrap. I want to say slowly wrap the session, but why would I do it? I feel fine. I guess I'm just gonna take the break. I mean, depends. I promised Firebird I will prepare that we would simulate small blind versus button and play against each other. So I need to prepare strategically how to play him. Yeah. Yeah, you do you, banana mango smoothie. I think you're smart enough to figure it out. I mean, later on you can anyway adjust your settings however you want it. We have some showdown versus China. Check. It's hard for him for bluff, unless he has like 10 and off in the range. I think now he has a flush, Queen X plus, right? it's interesting to train these kind of scenarios, like to train the system for such situation. In isolation, like you do whatever you want with your hand, right? But you think it's the best, but it's very good to develop some system. Yeah, global setup on next blind. Let me think what I wanna do. Yeah, we went down like $350 today on cash. We went down like 350 on cash. I think I'm gonna rate my performance in the Discord. You guys see there is a journaling sector under the, I think, poker study zone, and I'm writing every day a journal before and after the session. So I'm gonna rate my game there for today. I think I was too much elaborating on other stuff. Like for example, when somebody was begging for money, and yeah, my focus just shifted somewhere else, and I kind of lost this smell for blood that I want to kill people. So that was definitely happening. Overall, like cognitively, feeling-wise, I didn't get tilted. Even when I didn't do the best place, I think I took it very good, and I saw it as an opportunity to learn. So I think in that retrospect, I did an amazing job in acceptance of like mistakes and playing afterwards. Anything else? Anything else regarding our session? Yeah, I want to finish a little bit early today because I have meeting with my man Mugenjin. We're gonna work on some game, and I also promised Firebird to do some strategic solving with him. So yeah, we finished up with Russian Cash Friday. So far we played 3 weeks in a row, and we couldn't win no bigger pot than 270 blinds. We're gonna get them eventually, and I'm gonna implement a rule from now on, I think, to 1 day stream. I mean 1 day play, 1 day study, and I might stream the both days anyway. It's really feeling dependent. So yeah, we're playing 1 day, studying the other day. So tomorrow is then official study day. And then after tomorrow, we just play and not study at all. So I might just like make 2 sessions and play more poker. Yeah. Yeah, Robson, exactly. That's why we are wrapping up. Right, enough. When we bust the tournament, yeah, we're done. Okay. Looking forward to chat with you in our server. If not there, we will see each other very soon on the stream. Yeah, have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, we see each other very soon. Adios amigos, bye bye. Auf Wiedersehen. До свидания.